Hi friends. Hi friends. Hi friends. It is, I can't do this right to save my life, can I? So it's still the same day and I came back here. I closed the curtains, but of course, so, excuse me. Okay, so this is dinner tonight, January the 20th, and it's Monday night, Martin Luther King Day. So this is a chicken Caesar salad wrap, and I'm sorry I didn't show you what was inside, but it's just like salad and chicken and grated carrot and onion. These are some lightly salted chips. This is Caesar dressing to dip the wrap in. And then this dip, for some reason, is a lot runnier than the ranch. So I'm not putting it on my plate. I didn't want ranch, I wanted French onion dip. So I know it makes me look kind of gluttonous, but I didn't want to dirty another little container like that. So everyone else is having ranch. But yeah, this is what is for dinner tonight. And then if we have any dessert, which would probably be grapes or fruit salad or something, I'll show you. So today is Tuesday, January the 21st. And I decided, it's Taco Tuesday, but it's kind of chilly in the house. So I decided to make a taco casserole. So I'm going to use, I made rice, and I added cumin, and I added cilantro to it. So I'm going to layer that. I'm going to put in some diced tomatoes. I'm going to put on some chicken and beans in there somewhere. And then I'll probably repeat the process and then cover it with cheese. So I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay, so this is what it looks like before it goes in the oven. I've used what I believe to be my last can of any type of tomato product. I also finished up the small jar of picante sauce that we got from the Dollar Tree. Actually, I'm going to pour a tiny bit of water in here and get the rest of that and pour it over the top. And I'm going to put this in the oven. I didn't use all the rice, so that's going to be for another meal. And I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out. Alright, here it is. That's what it looks like. So I am going to cut it with this because the tortillas probably need to be cut. And then I'm going to do pretty big sized portions. I'm going to put it on the plate and top it with some sour cream and some cilantro. This is cilantro and green onion tops. And that will be dinner. Hi friends, it is Wednesday, January the 22nd, I believe. I was going to say 23rd, but no, it's the 22nd. So it is also 1:14 in the afternoon and I'm going to start dinner. So what I decided to make tonight is stir fry. If you will remember last week I made pork chops and I stuck this in the freezer. There was about two decent size looking pork chops. I bought the value pack, which means they put the prettiest pork chops on the top. So there were some pieces of meat where the bone was like right in the middle of the chop. That's fine. It's fine. Whatever. But I still think I'm going to cut them in pieces and make stir fry out of them. So I have celery, carrots, squash, and I'm probably going to cut up some onions. So I thought I would go ahead. I am wearing this Sherpa sweater thing from Walmart. I got it as a Christmas present from my mother-in-law, and I'm aware that it makes me look like 3 times as big as I am. The shirt doesn't help because it's also pretty big. And I'm wearing a sports bra, which TMI, but that doesn't help. So I have my compost right here. So what I do is I just cut off the ends, and I either throw these in the compost or I throw them out back for the bunny. We have some really big fat bunnies that we feed here. So I've been thinking, I thought we'd have like a little chop and chat while I'm doing this, because I let the cat out of the bag in my last pantry challenge video and told you guys that I really don't enjoy cooking, and yet, you know, we have to do things we don't enjoy, right? I also don't enjoy driving that much anymore, but I have to drive almost every day. I don't enjoy a lot of things that I do. So, but that also got me to thinking, like, if I were like one of the first people, you know, living with my ancestors in a cave, would I be the one cooking the food? No. Even though I'm a woman, I would not be the one cooking the food. Because that's not where my passion lies. And if you're doing something where your passion doesn't lie, you're not going to reach new heights, let's just say. Unless you have like scientific mind, I guess. And I guess that is what has really saved my family when it comes to me cooking, me being a stay-at-home mom. And what I mean by saved my family is, I know plenty of stay-at-home moms who don't cook. They order takeout, or their kids come home and eat like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or whatever, and they're not actually doing their jobs. So, that's how I feel. Don't come after me. That's how I feel. I'm not going to change how I feel. That's how I feel. So, because I want my kids to be healthy, and I want my husband to focus on his career and providing for us, and right now I'm happy to be in the role of the stay-at-home mom and the one who, the nurturer and the one that takes care of the family needs as far as household duties. I'm happy to do that. And so in order for me to feel like a contribution to the family, the way my family is set up, I have to cook. The kids do cook when they're home. Like when Katie, my daughter, is not in school, she's 19, she just turned 19. When she's not in school and when she's not at work, she cooks. Not the whole meal, not every meal, not even most meals. But I think it's important to teach your kids how to cook. Same with my son. When he's at home, he wants to be around me. Even though he's 15, almost 16, he still wants to be around me. And part of that is being in the kitchen. And since I'm in the kitchen, he's in here and he's like, "Mom, can I help?" And I'm like, "Sure, don't cut your fingers off." here's the knife and here's a vegetable, and or you know, whatever it is I need them to do. And as a consequence of that, if I get sick because of my Hashimoto's, if I get sick and I have to go be in bed, my kids can cook basic things and take care of themselves. I need to teach them more. I think a lot of that comes with age, though, age and maturity. I don't want them to just rely on eating cereal and dinners out of a box like I had to, because I didn't. I was not taught as a child in the kitchen. So if we were in a prehistoric type of situation, what would I be doing? Well, I would probably be pregnant, right? Because I'm still under 50, and they didn't really have birth control back then, or understand birth control, probably. So grandma, all the grandmas or whatever, all the older women in the tribe would be cooking, and I would be pregnant or nursing or engaged in childcare, because I'm still of childbearing years, right? And say that I was unable to have children for whatever reason. I'm sure that there was sterility back then, but probably not as rampant as it is today. But say for whatever reason, I couldn't have children. How would I be contributing to the group? I would probably, I've been thinking about that. And what I'm really good at, even though I know I keep telling you my health issues, even though I have an eye issue. In fact, I had an operation when I was 2, and I don't see in 3D. I think I'm a pretty good artist. So I would probably be involved in some sort of artistic planning. And I know you're thinking like, well, they didn't artistically plan, you know, back in the caveman days, but they did. As much as I say I'm not practical, and I'm really not, in some areas I am practical. So yeah, we would end up probably in some type of valley with a water source and access to sustainable food sources, including meat. But then I would probably be actively planning if there were going to be other shelters besides caves, where they would be, what they would look like, that type of thing. If there were to be any ceremonies, sun ceremonies, tribal ceremonies, I would probably be the one to go, like, find the clay, the different colors, clay, spices, whatever, grind it up, make paint, and paint all the things, right? Make the brushes, make the paint, that type of thing. I would be involved in some sort of artistic endeavors to keep the evil spirits away, or to appease the gods, or even, you know, artists were probably hired, or not hired, but if you were in a tribe and you had to contribute and you were an artist, you would probably be required to at least draw the sundial, if not carve it out of the stone yourself. So that would be my job. I would be the artist, the go-to of the clan. And during my time as artist, because you're out there trying to find dyes and pigments and, you know, what vegetation or animal matter you can use to create brushes and, you know, that type of thing. You're also directly involved with like the medicinal herbs. So a natural, I guess, spin-off of ancient artistry is also the use and practice of herbalism. So I would probably also be involved in that. And let's circle back to today's day, and that is what I was saying earlier. That is probably what has saved my family from constant Stouffer's lasagnas and takeout, and allowed us to thrive financially on one income, is my scientific brain and desire to see what happens if can I make yogurt myself, because it's too expensive. Can I mix this and this together? How can I cure myself? Like, what kind of vegetables and herbs do I need to correct my thyroid or my pituitary gland? How do I get more selenium in my case? What vegetables or nuts or seeds or whatever do I need to eat to get more selenium? Excuse me, I haven't done too much of that, but this pantry challenge has kind of forced me in a way to go there, like thinking about okay, so I don't enjoy the act of, I don't sit around and think about food all day because I want to taste this or that, or I have an addiction to chocolate or whatever. But I do like to feed my family well, and there's some aspects to it that I enjoy. So how can I thrive as the chief cook in the family? How can I thrive and enjoy what I'm doing? And the answer to that is healing with food. Now, don't worry, I'm not going to become a vegetarian. I mean, I might try it as a challenge to see what it does to my body for a short period of time, but I really don't think vegetarianism is sustainable. I think that vegetarian practices are noble. I think that people who become vegetarian do so out of a rebellion against the corporate machine that has taken over feeding us. But I don't think that people I mean, we have canines and we have these sharp teeth as well as molars for a reason. We're omnivores. We eat meat and we eat vegetables, and our bodies are designed to process both. So I don't think being a vegetarian for an extended period of time is beneficial necessarily. I don't. I like the taste of meat. I didn't when I was little, so now I put the vegetables that cook longer in this bowl. You can see the carrots are at the bottom. You probably can't see them because they're orange like the bowl. And then I'm putting the vegetables that don't cook as long right there. And actually, if I set you up on the floor, it might be better. Alright, so I moved you to the floor, and I hope that it will be better. I'm going to take off this Sherpa house coat because it really gets too hot for me. And I'm not the kind of person who gets too hot easily, so you know that thing really works. If you're cold-natured like I am, go see if they have any of those Sherpa things left. I know that they went on clearance at Walmart, so good luck, but they really work. Anyway, what I was saying was, actually I hadn't gotten to the most important part yet. I'm still theorizing. But the most important part that I'm, I guess, dealing with is frugality versus healthy. Frugal versus healthy. You know, you really don't know who to believe nowadays when it comes to, you know, organic and that type of thing. So some people say, oh, you know, organic doesn't necessarily mean it's better, and you just like the whole coconut oil thing right now. So they were telling us to consume all this coconut oil, even though when you set it out on a cold counter and it's cold, it's solid at room temperature. So people are calling it coconut butter now instead of oil. So even though you could see that at colder temperatures, it was pretty thick, people were still saying it's best for you, it's really good for you, have the coconut oil. And deep down, I guess we probably all work like, it still solidifies at colder temperatures, so it's probably not the best for your arteries, right? So my question is, when you go to the grocery store and you look at the organic food and you bring it home, probably the smartest thing to do would be to have your own garden. But say, okay, not everybody can do that. So you go buy an organic thing and you go buy a non-organic thing at the same time and you set it on your counter. Which one goes bad the fastest? Well, in my mind, this may not be true or not, but if I had no scientific knowledge whatsoever, I would assume that the thing that went bad the fastest would be the thing that had no preservatives at all. So, in my mind, the organic thing should go bad the fastest. But then, of course, it depends on what you're talking about too. Like if you're talking about apples, they can stay on your shelf for a couple months. If you're talking about avocados, it's a couple days. So it really depends on what exactly you're talking about. But for the sake of argument, let's just say that we're talking about something that lasts a medium amount of time. I guess that's the place where I would start, because we just can't trust the media anymore, or even scientific studies, because who are scientific studies funded by? They're not funded by you and I. They're funded by all sorts of different people with agendas. So just because something is organic doesn't make me believe that it's better for you. It could be organic, but it could be fertilized with human feces, you know? We just don't know. We don't know. Unless you grow it yourself, you just don't know. But putting all that aside, just buy, I guess, do your own research, buy what you can afford to buy, and buy the food that is going to serve your body the best for what your particular issue is. And I think that it has to trump frugality. It just does. I think it's important that I have learned how to be extremely frugal, and I am glad that I know how to make my own bread and how to make my own yogurt and but I still, you know, like I was saying in my other video, the process is one that you never probably stop learning, because I still don't know how to make like fermented cabbage. I still don't know how to make sprouts. There's still a lot of things that I don't know how to make that I should know. We all should know that are good for our bodies. And so it's just a process that's never ending. And I could go down the frugal rabbit hole of going outside and you know, I live out in the country, so I could like trap rabbits and squirrels and eat dandelion greens out of my yard and just go forage for the things that I can eat here. And I'm not saying I won't do that. I don't want to do that right now. I do want to learn the native plants that are in my culture and how they can benefit me in every way, not just for food or for medicine. And that would take a lifetime of learning and a mentor. I mean, a lot of it can be self-taught, but to really know, I think you would have to be adopted by some sort of local heritage group. And that, I guess that could probably only happen if they knew that you had plans to continue it with your own line. And they would probably only do that if their blood was running through your veins. And if their bloodline is wiped out, that would be the only time they would look outside of their own bloodline. So I think that's enough onions. So that is where my mind is taking me, cutting all this up, because I still have to eat. I still like to eat. I didn't mean to make it. I hope you guys didn't take from my last video that I don't like to eat. I do like to eat. I like salt. That's my weakness. Potato chips. I love potato chips. What else do I like? I like water. I love water. I drink water all day long. I like yogurt bowls. I'm trying to think some healthy things I like. I like yogurt bowls. I love me some beans. Haven't met a bean yet I don't like. I like beans and rice. Oh, I still have to cut up my pork. Hang on. By the way, don't be tricked into buying this. This is as a cleaning agent. Whoa! This is far superior. Now, I'm not saying that I don't like Mrs. Meyer's products. I'm just saying I don't find their dish soap exceptional. It's not worth the $3.89 or $3.99 in my opinion. If you want your dish soap to smell nice, just buy the clean and clear dish soap and put some essential oils in it, right? Or give it a try anyway. Because you probably have peppermint essential oil just laying around your house. You may, I don't know, I do. If not, you could buy some. It's good to have it on hand. It's good for a lot of different things. They are good in soup stock, vegetable stock, or chicken stock. I just keep them in a bag. Just like a bag in the freezer. I have heard that you're not supposed to put them in compost, and I don't know why. So I just save them in a bag, put them in my freezer. So you can either use them to eat, or I believe you can also make a dye out of them. But you can do your own research if you're interested in the things you can make with onion skins. So let me show you this pork. Actually, hang on. Okay, so actually I probably need to scoot you back some. So what I was telling you about this pork, that I bought it in a value pack. So this bone is right in the middle, but it's still a pretty okay pork chop. They're still frozen. This one is tiny. This one, the bone is right there. This one, the bone is right in the middle. And this one has a big chunk of fat, you can see, and the bone is like right in the middle. So I wouldn't want to serve this to anyone for like a pork chop meal. So I have one that's good to cut up. I have another one that's good for cutting up. This one would be okay to eat on its own. This one's kind of tiny, so I guess I could eat it, or a female could eat it as I have a big appetite. This one would be okay to eat on its own. This isn't a bone, but it's just still frozen right there. That's why it looks like that. And this one would be perfect to serve to a man, because it's had a tiny bone and a lot of meat. There's another little bone right there. So I have this instance where I have 2 pork chops that are basically just good for scraps, and then I have 4 nice ones. Well, in this case, do I save these and serve the nice ones? What I've decided to do is just, because if I serve the nice ones, that means I'll have to make either mashed potatoes or rice, and a vegetable, and this. That means like 3 pots, and I don't want to do that. Like I told you, tired of being in the kitchen. So I would rather take the time right now and just cut all of this up and stir fry this first, add in the vegetables, add some stir fry seasoning, make some rice to the side, and then just have a stir fry. Yes, there's a lot of prep work right now, but right now I have the energy. And I'd rather do that and have less mess to clean up right now than have to wait till the end of the day. So that is what I'm going to do, and that is what you will see later. I just wanted to show on camera, I'm always wearing aprons and blah 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 blah, and I always look, well, it looked like the camera's put on 20 pounds. And maybe it has and maybe it hasn't. Maybe it's just me. But I have not been working out like I said I was going to. So after 6 weeks, this will be my 6th week on the Pantry challenge, and using what I have and the way you've been seeing me eat, this is what I look like. I could just, Max, go on. If my shirt were like more form-fitting, you could see, like, I have issues. I'm not a perfect size 0, and I never have been, except for when I was like maybe 8 years old and under, whenever I was little. But I need to lose weight, obviously. I need to lose weight for my health. So Why am I putting this in the pantry challenge? Well, I'm putting this in the pantry challenge because, let me scoot you in a little closer. As you could probably see earlier from what I decided to cook, I think it's pretty healthy. But with, as everything in life, the most important thing is like quantity. Like, how much of that am I going to eat? And you've seen my plates that I make myself. Sometimes I eat it all, sometimes I don't. I don't eat until I'm uncomfortable. I used to, but I don't eat until I'm uncomfortable. Even if it tastes like the most wonderful thing I've ever eaten in my life, it's not worth that feeling of pain, right? It's not like horrible pain, but you know what I mean. It's not worth the discomfort. But I know I should be eating more vegetables, more salads, more raw vegetables, and I should be working out. I know that. I'm not in denial about any of that. But from what you've seen from the pantry challenges, I eat a pretty balanced diet. I think I do. You may disagree. So I didn't show myself before I started this, but I look the same as I did afterwards. But I just wanted to say that if you're doing a pantry challenge, don't do it to the detriment of your health. If I had things I wanted to use up in the pantry, like say I had 20 boxes of Pop-Tarts, which I have a lot of Pop-Tarts because they were on clearance, not clearance, but they were at the Dollar Tree, like name brand, but I'm not eating them. The kids are eating them, like for snacks and breakfast and stuff. I'm not saying to eat all your Pop-Tarts. I'm not saying to eat all your boxes of macaroni and cheese. Please don't do that. Please don't damage your health just for the sake of getting food out of your pantry. But having said that, if you have boxes of macaroni and you're not gluten sensitive, which it seems like everybody's sensitive to everything these days, feel free just to use the macaroni and leave out the processed stuff, right? That can go with a lot of different things in your pantry. So don't limit yourself by what you think you have. Look at what you really have and then make the judgment call. Do I really want to use this? Is this going to damage my health? Can I financially afford to throw this away? Like, is this all I have to eat? Can I get better food somewhere else, in a morally responsible way? I'm not saying go steal anything. Please don't do that either. But I was just sitting there when I was cutting up that pork, I was like, if I really wanted to like showcase my cooking abilities, I wouldn't be cutting up the pork and making it the simplest possible way that I could think to make it tonight. Hi Sandy. Hi. Do you want to say hi to YouTube? You want to say hi to YouTube? So anyway, I just thought I would get on here, and I guess my what I cooked today shows my I guess tiredness of being in the kitchen. I could have made fried pork chops, not macaroni, because I made that last week. Homemade mashed potatoes, green beans, biscuits, pork chop gravy with mushrooms, and a chocolate cake. I mean, I have all the time. I have from the time the kids are at school till I have to pick them up. No, that's not me. So I'm gonna shut up about that. Y'all are probably like, lady, we know it's not you. Yeah, we get it. But yeah, I'm ready to move on to the next challenge for sure. So, and I just want to, I know you guys don't, usually you see me from like my collarbone up, because I have gained 40 pounds since I started YouTube, and I'm not really like embarrassed. I just feel like I've let myself down, but that's silly, because I've had so much can happen in 4 years, and so much has happened in 4 years, that you just got to do the best you can and take it day by day. That's all any of us can do. But anyway, it's about 2:15, 2:20, and I am going to head out. I gotta go to the store, and I gotta go get Preston. So I will see you guys later. So this is how dinner turned out. That's just plain white rice. I forgot to add the squash. I just realized that when I looked in the refrigerator, I forgot to add the squash. But, so we're going squashless. But this is dinner.
Hello everyone. So today we are having squash, and I made some gravy. I don't know if it'll turn out. It tastes good, but we'll see. As for the mashed potatoes, which we took out of our pantry, they're instant mashed potatoes, and I just doubled the recipe. And then we're having sausage. I didn't check to see what kind of sausage this was, so I have no idea. Let me see. It's Tuttle's Meat Market and Smokehouse Link sausage. Doesn't say what kind of sausage it is. But that's what we're having for dinner. And sauerkraut, which we also, it's not focused, we also are taking out of our pantry. Yes. We didn't finish the mashed potatoes, so they're not going out of our pantry, but I did use 3 cups of them, so I think my gravy's done. Just have to heat up the sauerkraut.
So thank you, Becca May. I appreciate it. I don't have to have Bisquick anymore. Or Pioneer mix or whatever, you know, baking mix. So that's good. Appreciate it. But yesterday, I did not make dinner, so I don't have anything to show you. We got takeout pizza. We got Walmart pizza, and I have to say it was okay. It wasn't as good as mine. But yeah, we were out all day yesterday, and I didn't have time to cook when we got home, so we just got Walmart pizza, and that's it. That's all we ate. So yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna make today. I pulled out some chicken breasts, but I don't know what I'm going to make out of them. Who knows? I still have, let me show you my pantry. So these are some things that I still have not made. These 2 packages of bread, this pumpkin pie cheesecake mix, haven't done anything with that. This egg replacer is not something that you use like on a regular basis. I have started to use these. I better check my pancakes. This little dude here. Okay, I'll put on the last batch in a minute. I still have a bag of garbanzo beans, which I'm actually looking forward to using this. I probably won't use it for this pantry challenge. Sorry, I know it's not focusing. Probably won't use it for this pantry challenge. I still have some navy beans. I have some Great Northern beans. And I still have some lentils. Mediterranean style lentils, which I'll probably make those whenever I make the hummus. Graham cracker pie crust. So I haven't used that. And then these things I bought at Target, the tomatoes and the spaghetti sauce, because we don't usually go to Target, and we were there yesterday. Also bought that. But I will take these out and show you later. I will take these out and show you what I still have left. But right now I'm going to finish my pancakes. This is Saturday night's dinner. I'm sorry I didn't show making it, but this is chicken breast that we cut up. I sliced up and then I cooked fully, and then I added some soy sauce and honey. And then that is rice underneath there, just plain rice, and then broccoli and a little bit of butter on top. So that is dinner on Saturday night. Hi friends, it is Sunday night, January the 26th, and I don't have anything to show you for lunch or dinner. We went to somebody's house for lunch, and I ate leftovers for dinner, and my son ate leftovers, my daughter's gonna eat leftovers, and my husband's gonna eat food that the friend sent home for him. So I didn't make anything today. So this ends the pantry challenge. I said I was going to show you what was inside the pantry. Take everything out. I'm not going to do that. You just have to trust me that it's a lot emptier, except for the stuff I just bought at Target. I just decided not to do that. I don't have the energy to do that. So, but yeah, this ends the pantry challenge. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. I hope y'all got some good tips, tricks, techniques, or you just enjoyed, you know, laughing at me. Whatever it is that you watch these videos for, I hope that you got that. I will see you in my next video, friends. Bye.